The nurse who was violently arrested by the police for not allowing them to draw blood from a patient without a warrant spoke out today about what she felt that day. She said, "Right now, I'm trying to re-educate. As officers and healthcare workers, we have to work together on behalf of our citizens, our friends, the people we live with. If we're going to have that dialogue and teamwork and camaraderie, we have to come to the table and have appropriate dialogue." According to CNN, her lawyer said there is a possibility of filing a lawsuit if that becomes necessary and cited several parties who could be involved: the city, the officers, the university police, there are quite a few. "But," she said, "I think we're going to give everyone involved an opportunity to do the right thing without having to be dragged into court to do it." The nurse stated, "What I can say is that I stood my ground. I stood for what was right, which was to protect the patient. As a nurse, any nurse, I think, would have done exactly what I did," she said. Did she get an explanation of why she was being arrested? "Not to my knowledge," she said. "I know that I was doing what was right, what was offered to me by a policy that I trusted and I believed to be lawful." She also said she was scared to death during the incident. Her statement says, "Obviously, I was very frightened, and I think that since this has happened, I've been able to sort of surmise that I feel betrayed. I feel betrayed by the police officers. I feel betrayed by my university police and security." She said she asked hospital security for help to have someone protect me because I felt unsafe from Officer Payne from the beginning, she said. How did the university police and security respond? By just standing there, looking at their phones, telling me that they couldn't protect me. Regarding the case with the patient, she said that unless the patient was under arrest, I needed to have an electronic warrant, and there was no family, and the patient could not consent for himself. And I said, "I'm sorry," and he said, "You're not sorry," and got very upset. My assessment skills led me to believe that Officer Payne was already agitated. He had already stormed off in disapproval that he couldn't do this on the unit itself. Her lawyer stated, "He kept saying the patient has given implied consent essentially just by driving in Utah, but the law that the officer purported to be relying on clearly didn't apply, because the officer admitted that there was no probable cause. Utah's implied consent law specifically requires probable cause.